Rifle's the best place.
There's the soundbite.
Rifle's the best sport climb.
If you could only climb one place for the rest of your life, would it be here? On the spot. Putting her on the spot.
I don't know, it's hard. I mean, yeah, maybe I like the style the most. It's creative. You don't have to it's not like just about being strong. It's not just about having strong fingers. Like, you have to kind of have full body strength and endurance and power and be creative and figure it out. And I love that about climbing. So yeah, I think it's my favorite style. I'm all about it. I think it's cool. We left Tahoe end of June, and then we drove out to Rifle.
Now we have another like 2 solid weeks in the van climbing, and conditions are getting really good.
Rifle is the place that I learned how to climb outdoors. I started climbing here when I was 11 years old. It's where I did my first 5'10", 5'11", 5'12", 5'13", and 5'14".
Wow.
It's where I've done my hardest climbs. I kind of built my career in Rifle, I would say, early on, by being the first woman to climb 5'14" here, and then going on to climb basically all the classic 14As in the canyon and all the 13Ds pretty much. If I look through the guidebook, it's pretty cool. Like, I can say that I've done the majority of the routes here, especially the harder ones. So, Rifle's a pretty historical sport climbing area. Concentration of really, really difficult climbs. Here are graded based on the assumption that you're going to be using the knee bars. It's very blocky and really featured, so it's a really important place to me. I think I'm quite good at climbing here. I'm quite good at knee barring and kind of figuring out the tricky beta involved.
It's amazing.
And I really love it. Like, it's a place that I really truly love the climbing here, and it's a really special place for me.
I mean, so Em can tell you the other side of this whole coin, but literally because I've been climbing for 30 years in a pretty specific style of like granite focus and trad and all that, the reputation of Rifle is like slippery, polished. There's not a single real down pulling hold in the whole canyon, and that it feels like a climbing gym because everyone's just stacked on top of each other, waiting for routes, things like that. That's the reputation. I definitely remember being intimidated of just like, you can't really go there until you climb 513 or whatever, and if you do, you're gonna get kind of like made fun of, or you're just gonna be in the way.
Like, I think it kind of did used to be that way, but now there's so many more routes here, and climbing's so much more popular, and there's so many more moderate routes.
Yeah, I mean, so Rifle is so funny for me too, probably because of Emily's connection to it. I mean, my first day here, all her and her friends are like warming up on 513s, and like, well, that's what it felt like. And the very first climb Em put me on was this like 12B called Easy Skanky. She's like, this thing's super easy. It's like a great warm up. And now I think this is my 4th season here with you, and I've definitely learned to love it while also adjusting expectations. And this season, I decided to try to climb as like famous, maybe hard or classic 512s. They've been hard. I finally got up Easy Skankin, this route that Em thought I'd warm up on 10 years ago. And then Hang 'em High is like this one route at the project wall that has always felt like hard to impossible. Putting time into that has been really like interesting and fun and like motivating for me.
Tracing the lines, you can measure the size, matching the colors, can't tell one from another, tagging up the coastline, famous in your own mind, leaving like a cool kid, young and stupid, words seem cliche, on the walls that you claim, anybody who's anybody, anyway, I don't care, go ahead and paint a fade. Never thought we could map our way back, follow the trees until we reach the train tracks. Oh, do it till you know what you have to show isn't just a show, rather of our own kind. Never thought we could map our way back.
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
I'm enjoying climbing. I'm trying to not have expectations anymore. I have a lot of expectations naturally, I think, and I really want to do well and I want to succeed, but I also feel like I just am sort of like playing a lot of different roles right now, like being a mom and breastfeeding and being an athlete and going to all these events and doing all this work stuff and traveling a bunch, and that really tires me out. And then I'm also trying to climb well, and it's just been hard mentally to not feel like I'm climbing as well or to feel tired a lot and just trying to like perform. So I'm trying to have less expectations for the rest of the trip and just try to climb well and rest well and see how it goes. So old school to use this stuff.
You're old school.
I decided to try this route called War and Peace, which is a 14A that basically goes to the top of the canyon. It's probably one of the longest routes here. It's about 50 meters. It's kind of insane. I wasn't really planning on trying it.
Do you remember?
It's basically a 13D to like a really long 512 double extension climbing, and I had climbed the 13D back when I was 19 years old and in like, you know, competition shape, like borderline eating disorder, probably like 95 pounds. And so this experience is actually quite interesting to get back on this route that was like hard for me at that time. And now, you know, more than 15 years later, I'm a mom and just like in a different body. It's a really interesting experience, like realizing that I can still climb at that level, and it's really cool and inspiring, but it also was like a little mentally hard on my ego, I think, because, you know, I'd already basically done all the hardest moves on this route when I was 19 years old, and here I am like trying to refigure it out, and at first it felt totally impossible. And I almost gave up a bunch of times, but then I slowly started to figure out all the tricks and ways to do it, and it's been really fun, actually.
Most of our lives now. Be my aeroplane. Be my lost control. Be my double man. Be my empty bowl. Be my
And then climbing all the way to the top of the wall is just a really unique experience too. It's also very intimidating. I do get quite scared a lot of times, even before I had Arrow, but now I think like I'm even more risk averse than I was before, and so I find it quite intimidating, which is part of why I'm doing it, because I want to prepare for Yosemite and I kind of want to get in that mode, and that route definitely gives me like big wall feels. Yeah, it's been a fun experience. It's been frustrating at times and kind of hard to figure out where my motivation is. I think I'm trying to just be proud of myself for climbing on a route like that, for actually even being able to climb on a route of that grade right now, 9 months after having a baby. Like, I think that is really cool, and I need to just be proud of myself, even though there's a part of me that really wants to succeed. I think I'm trying to be in a place now where I'm just really happy to be climbing and feeling good.
Yeah. I think you're doing great. You look fantastic. Look. You just wrap right into your car. Don't do that.
Hi. Are you proud of your mom? I only care about what you think. Okay. It is a humbling place, and it's like, it is a very different style than a lot of other places. So if you grow up climbing granite in Tahoe and you come to Rifle, it's going to be a very different experience, and you just have to be prepared for that.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like if you grew up climbing in Rifle and you want to go to Yosemite,
Exactly.
like you're going to get your ass kicked.